It's the Poling Pregame Report, brought to you exclusively by PMS and Harvesting, helping farmers feed America, and KLMX 97.5 FM The Bear. Every week, myself, Anna Haston, along with David Daney, will chat up coaches and instructors along with their players, athletes, and students to bring you the inside scoop on what excitement is to come during this week's Yellow Jacket Varsity Face-Offs. Catch the Poling Pregame Report on air Fridays at 10 a.m. and online noon Fridays at klmx.us/sports. Get your questions answered on air or send us your comments and or well wishes at klmx.sports@gmail.com. It's the Poling Pregame Report. Now, let's meet this week's Yellow Jacket heroes.
Go.
This is Jay.
Jay.
Go Jackets!
Hey everybody, welcome to a special edition of the Poling Pregame Report. I'm here today with Miss Lynette Keith. This is a head coach, right, of the Clayton...
One head coach, the other one wasn't able to make it.
Okay, one head coach of the Clayton Yellow Jackets Varsity Cheerleading Squad. Hi ladies. And this is all the seniors in here today. You guys want to go by and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Aubrey Wilson and I'm the captain.
I'm Braylon Riley and I'm the co-captain.
I'm Riley Stewart. I'm the other co-captain.
I'm Laura Montoya.
I'm Kylie Ross.
Awesome. Thank you ladies so much for joining me today. I'm so happy to have you in here. First of all, who in here plays another sport? So most of you guys, you guys are so busy year round, right? I commend you so much, because I know that you guys have basketball practice and then you guys go straight to cheerleading or volleyball practice and then straight to cheer, right? So you guys are, man, that's really impressive. Plus you have to keep up your school grades, everything has to be top notch, and it's your senior year, so you guys have a lot to keep up with. How's that going for you guys so far?
It's definitely busy, but it's going good so far.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have some really exciting things coming up. Lynette, you want to talk about those?
No. We've attended one competition so far. We didn't place, but it makes it very difficult to place when you're a small school because you compete against 4 and 5A schools. But we get the knowledge, we get the feedback from the judges, and just that, those jitters out to perform in front of people. We are going to our second competition on February the 3rd, which is exciting. We're going to be performing the fourth, thank you. We are going to be performing our second Cheer with Music routine, which is a little bit more difficult. We're not ready, but we're preparing to get ready so we can go. So those are exciting. And then we'll have another competition 2 weeks, and then state is March 18th. So lots going on with full swing basketball season.
Right. And a lot of home games too. Our schedule for home games are just boom, 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 boom. So you guys don't have a lot of any free time at all coming up, right? You guys are just going to be slammed. That's awesome. So how do you think that just affects your day-to-day?
Being busy?
Sure. This busy, because I feel like this is just an extreme type of busy for some kids, right? Being a cheerleader is just a different level of busy.
I don't know, it's hard because I can't even talk. You have to worry about competing, and there's other people on the team that aren't as dedicated as you are, or you feel like not everyone's and so it just makes it really hard, honestly. We don't practice as much as other sports,
and it makes it hard because our competition is practicing daily.
Absolutely.
And we have teammates that we can't practice when there's a basketball game. So it makes it hard when you're competing against schools that have straight cheerleaders and they don't do any other sports.
Right. And is it right to assume that in those routines, if everybody's not there, it's really hard to just do the whole routine, right?
Do anything. If one person's gone, you can't do anything.
Right. You can mark where they were supposed to be, but you can't really, you can only do so much of this, without actually physically doing it. And so that's really difficult. So how do you combat that, Lynette? As a coach, what do you do?
It's really hard. There was a couple weeks in December where we didn't have one practice that we had 100% due to sickness, being gone, vacation, whatever. So I think coming back, we've had one practice or 2 with everybody, maybe. Again, I'm harping that we've got to be there, but if they're sick, right? So we push time is of the essence. We push. We gotta make progress every day at some level, and that's what we're working on right now. I think we had 16 practices until our competition, and we're probably down to 10, and we are far from being done. But they're resilient though. Like they push and they motivate and they get mad and they cry. No, they don't really cry. But I mean, the seniors are a tough bunch. You know,
She doesn't know back here. She's like,
we always say though, Riley and I left practice the other day and we're like, man, it's so tough, but somehow we always get it done. Like, I don't know how, but we figure it out at the end. Like,
Yeah, it's always together. Yeah.
and we're competitive when we get there, so we're doing something right.
Awesome. That's awesome. So I'm going to go back to something you said earlier. You had mentioned that you guys are, the last competition you did, you guys are competing against everybody. So 3, 4, 5A. Why? Because when we go to state, you guys are classed, right?
Yeah, so when you go to a competition, you don't know who's coming, so they have to make the categories different. So they do it small teams and large teams, and it's by the number of your team. So we have 15, and we usually get put into the large division. I think it's 14 and over. So in the large division, usually it's all those 5, 4, 5A schools. They don't go by 2 and 3A down. So. So to win a competition is really hard for us because it's just hard to compete against those bigger schools. But again, we don't go, yes, it would be nice to win, but we go for the experience.
Sure.
And the feedback.
All right, so your next competition, will it be the same or do you guys get classed for that one?
It'll be the same as far as who's going. We don't know our schedule. We don't know who we're competing against yet. Usually we get it like the week of.
Okay.
So we're just kind of, again, going and present what we got and get feedback. So.
Cool. So I've heard from everybody, all of the players, like on the court, on the field, wherever we're at, that like what they need the most from everybody is presence, right? And that's what you ladies do. That's what you guys always bring no matter what, is your presence. You bring that spirit, that team spirit, and you get the crowd pumped up. Being the team's biggest supporters, what can the crowd do for you? What can the community do
We've got a list.
for you guys
I think Braylon should answer
to
this
help
one.
support you, Miss Braylon?
I think that from the community, we just need some more involvement. Like when we go out, we're cheering towards the crowd and we're like, get up on your feet. Stand up.
Just do it. Just get up.
Get excited for our team, and the team notices that, like when people stand up and they're shouting for them and showing their support.
Sure. All right. And that seems like a really simple request.
Stand up. Get on your feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just participate. Stand up. Participate.
Yes.
Yell with
Engage.
us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also, I imagine you want people to go to your competitions, right? Show up and support you. Would you agree to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you guys are there for absolutely everything all the time for your team.
And I think that's what people don't realize. Like, cheer starts the first of the year, and we go till March, and then as soon as March is over, we have like 2 weeks, and then we start looking for a new team. So we're all season, all year cheering for everybody, and we have 3 competitions and a state, and so we travel very little, we take very little time for ourselves, and all while preparing, we're cheering everybody on and doing multiple things. So we love the support. We have great support, obviously, from our family and our friends, but community support's gotten better for cheer over the last few years because we're 2-time state champs. But it could always get better.
Sure. Well, I know that we're going to try to go to some competitions, KLMX, so hopefully we can, get out there. I know we're going to support you guys as much as we possibly can.
Go play-by-play.
Yeah. They're in the air. They're down. They're fine. No, okay. I don't know how we can do that, but we will definitely try to be there for you guys. And thank you guys so much for what you do and for coming in today. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to say or anything for the fans?
Kylie?
I know you two have been so quiet, and I'm not used to that at all. You guys are usually...
This ain't really our
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. And this has been the Poling Pregame Report. We'll see you guys next week.